So listen, guys, this is how I know that my energy is just rising day by day. So I was just on the phone with a client and he was telling me about like all the things that he's going through in his life and why he needs to sell his house and how quickly he needs to sell it. So he tells me that the idea that I give him is not an option. He rather let the property go to foreclosure and just lose it that way. So I explained to him like that is not a good idea. But the way I say it to him is I'm like, okay, I'm going to take my sales hat off and I'm going to talk to you as if I was a friend or a family member. And, you take it for what it is at the end of the day. So after I explained to him the three options in the order that I would approach it if I was him, he's like, you know what? That second option actually doesn't sound too bad, which is what I suggested in the first place. But he was like, your voice is just so calming and it just sounds so settled that I actually might consider that. And I'm like, yes, like I'm happy that I was able to spread some positive energy to you because, the last thing you want to do is look up and say, hey, I'm going to be 69 in the next 7 years. Who cares about a foreclosure on my credit? Like, no, you might live to be 90 and you might have kids and you might want to buy a house and you might want to inherit your kids to inherit that house. And now you don't leave them with anything. You have to think in the future. You can't shortcut your life because you think that it's going to be over before it has just begun. So, word to you guys. Don't just make decisions today based off of what you think you may or may not want in the future because you never know. You never know how things might turn out. You never know what you might need. I even told him, the last thing you want to do is not be able to get a house with the rent rising the way that it is. That's not ideal. Like, you could end up paying $4,000 a month in rent just because of inflation. Inflation is not going to go down. And you could have owned a house. Yeah, you got a 30-year mortgage, but you're paying $1,600 or $1,800 a month. And yeah, most of it might be going towards interest, but right now you are able to pay less given the financial situation that you're in. So you don't want to just automatically X that out and say forget that, because you might need that in your back pocket. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but this is for you. Okay? Peace.